In the next question, question number 6, it says there is a 1.5-meter tall boy standing at some distance from a 30-meter tall building, and the angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. Find the distance of this distance which he walked towards the building. So let's first make a tower. So I'm making a tower here. Let's say this be the tower, and this is the base. And so the boy is standing over here. And from here, he is observing the top of the tower. And the angle of elevation made here is this much, right? And let's first make a horizontal here, this, so as to make the angle of elevation. At this stage, the angle of elevation made is 30 degree. Let's say AB is the height of the tower, height of this boy, and say CD be the building, and let's say this is point E. What we know here is this length. We know this length. This length is mentioned as 30. This is mentioned as 30. The length of the boy is 1.5 meter. Now it says that the boy is actually moving. The boy is moving closer towards the building. The boy, say this is a boy which was here. Now it is moving in this direction, right? It's moving towards the pole. After traveling to certain distance, he found that the angle of elevation changes. And this time the angle of elevations, according to the question, is 60 degrees. So let's join this to make the new angle of elevation. And this time it is 60 degree. We have to find the distance towards the distance traveled by him. So distance traveled by him, let's say first I can name this point as say M, or let's say L, and this being P. Now we have to get the distance traveled, which is BL, right? This is what, and we know that from the figure, we know that AP is same as BL. So whether we get the length of AP or BL is the same thing. So overall, what we are going to do is to take the one triangle, say the bigger one, that is ACE, and we'll first get the length of AE using tan 30. Later, we taking the other triangle, that is BPE, sorry, we'll get the length of PE. And by subtracting, we can get the length of AP, which is same as BL. So let's start with the one triangle. So I'm considering the triangle here. Let's make some space. I'm taking the triangle in a right triangle ACE. We'll take tan 30, as this gives the relation between perpendicular and base. That's required for the question. One more thing, we know this as 1.5, so this will also be 1.5, and this also will be 1.5. And since the length of this whole tower is 30, then we can say the length of ACE will be how much? 30 minus 1.5, that is 28.5. That is the length of this EC. Now we'll take tan 30, which is perpendicular from the figure. As you can see, it is CE over the base, which is AE. Tan 30, whose value is 1 by root 3. CE is 28.5 over AE. Now by cross multiplication, we'll get AE as 28.5 times of root 3 meter. And that is equation 1. As discussed earlier, we are going to get the length of AE and AP. Sorry, AE and PE. So now we'll consider the other right triangle. This time we are taking the triangle PCE. Right. In this triangle, we'll apply tan 60 as to obtain the relation between the perpendicular and base. The perpendicular here remains the same, that is CE, and base this time is PE. Placing or replacing roots tan 60 with its value, that is root 3, CE, which is known to us as 28.5, and that of divided by PE. So here too also we'll do cross multiplication, and we'll get PE as 28.5 over root 3. Now let's rationalize this. Rationalizing the denominator, we'll multiply divided by √3. So what do we get here? As PE is equal to 28.5 √3 upon 3. Now this is, we got PE. Let's mark this as equation 2. As we have already discussed that we have to get the length of AP or BL, and AP, the length of AP as well as BL can be obtained like this. So in order to get AP, we can say AP can be obtained as AE minus PE. I'm showing it in the figure. This is what we have to get. This can be obtained as this whole minus this part. Right. So we know the length of AE. AE we have calculated as 28.5 √3, and PE which we have obtained as 28.5 √3 upon 3. What we can do here, we can take 28.5 √3 as common. That will give us 1 minus 1 by 3. That is 28.5 √3. That will give you 2 by 3. We can reduce this, or first let's multiply and then reduce. So 28.5 will give you 57. 28.5 into 2, 57 √3, that divided by 3. This is 319 times. So we got the length of AP, which is same as BL, and that is equal to 19 √3 meter. That is our required thing. We have to get the value of this, which we have calculated here.